Languages are really powerful tools. Using the right languages, you can have gaining productivities that are simply amazing. But to me, the great thing is that they change the way you think about a specific problem. Languages are the central pieces around which we build our solution. But to make them accepted and to deliver real value, we have to make using them natural. We have to build tools around your language. Because Notepad is not enough. Now, you give to your user a language like this one. With Notepad, a manual, and you wish them good luck. This is pretty intimidating. They could learn how to use your language and benefit from it, but let's face it, you have a lot of forces against you. Now, this is a simple language to define state machine that I built for a presentation, but it doesn't matter if you don't know about state machines. Maybe it's even better. Let's try giving something like this to your user. First of all, there is auto-completion to guide them. So maybe they're not good students, they do not remember very well when you explain the syntax of the language, but they could start using it and be trained on the job. Of course, you could have to explain the basic concept of state machine to them if they are not familiar with them, so that they know that they can create events, so like this. Or they need to know that state machine require one state to be marked as the start state. But this is about it. So this is a very simple, very useless state machine. We can build something slightly more interesting, going by this, giving the possibility to go from one state to the other. Now we have just two states, so we will go from one state to the other and back. And that's about it. Now let's try to see how this state machine behave. Now this is a very simple simulator, and in this case I can just move between one state and the other. But I can build a state machine which are way more complex and hopefully way more useful. So let's introduce an input and a variable. And let's say that every time I enter in state foo, I want to increase this variable by the amount specified in the input. Let's try simulating this. Now, my very simple simulator, remember I've built this in a couple of hours, permits me to get the value for the inputs and then show me the internal value. Now, me as a user who is not very familiar with state machine, I can learn by playing with them and see what happens. So every time I enter in foo, the value of v change. Now, this is a very simple example, of course, but I hope that it shows you how tool support make much easier for user to learn languages. It makes possible to them to play with the languages, to try out the effects of the changes they're introducing. And it gives immediate feedback while learning. Now, all of this has been built using open source component, and all the code is on GitHub. Because, you know, you should put your mouth where your code is. So, that's it for today. And if you want to read more about language engineering, you can visit my blog at tomassetti.me. Thank you for watching. Bye.